that, maybe I haven't put it here, about defiling the holy race. And Shechaniah says, you know what? We have mingled the holy race. Really? How could that be? What about all the other things that you have done as a holy race? And when you take that high stand, the high holiness standard, that you are holier than someone else, you got problems. Because out of there then came the Pharisees. Remember the Pharisees? They were so holy that there was no room for Jesus Christ. That's what happens. So we as a church, we as Christians, have in one hand the issue of either being too worldly and taking stuff from the world into our lives, or becoming way too holy and excluding people. There is another book written, and I believe that it was a response, because Ezra actually done that. He sent the women and children away without the Lord telling him what to do. And I believe that the book of Ruth was written in response to what Ezra had done. Ruth 1:1 starts, in the days when the judges ruled, so long ago, once upon a time. Shechaniah, have you read about Ruth, the Moabite? So Naomi and her husband went to Moab. There was a famine. They survived there. Naomi's husband passed away. They had 2 sons. They passed away. And there were 2 girls that were left. Yeah, one of them was Ruth. And Naomi begged Ruth, go back, go to your family, go to your mother, return home. I have nothing to give you, nothing to offer you. And verse 11, but Naomi said, return home, my daughters. Why would you come with me? Am I going to have any more sons that you could become your husbands? Return home, my daughters. I am too old to have another husband, even if there was still hope for me, even if I had a husband tonight and give birth to sons. Would you wait until they grew up? Would you remain unmarried for them? No, my daughters. It is more bitter for me than for you, because the Lord's hands has turned against me. And at this they wept aloud, and Orpah kissed the mother goodbye, and Ruth clung to her. Look, said Naomi, your sister-in-law is going back to her people and her gods. Go back with her. But Ruth replied, don't urge me to leave you or to turn back from you. Where you go, I will go, and where you stay, I will stay. Your people will be my people, and your God will be my God. And where you die, I will die, and there I will be buried. And may the Lord deal with me ever so severely, even if death separates me. Naomi realized that Ruth was determined to go with her. She stopped urging her. In fact, Apostle Paul draws from here, I'm sure he does, when he speaks in Romans 8, that what can separate us from the love of Christ? Can death? Ruth is saying death cannot separate you and me. You know, if death separates us, I have failed. Quite astonishing. And the writer is saying hey, but have you read this story? You're sending this woman away, these children away, but have you heard of the story of Ruth? And chapter 2, the author says, Boaz replied, by the way, you know who Boaz was? He was the son of Rahab, the Canaanite. Yeah, he was the son of Rahab. So he puts it all into the picture. So it's not only Ruth, but also Boaz. I have been told about you, what you have done for your mother-in-law since the death of your husband. How you left your father and your mother and your homeland and came to live with people you did not know. May the Lord repay you for what you have done. May you be richly rewarded by the Lord, the God of Israel, under whose wings you have come to take refuge. And then he continues, I haven't got it there. May you be like Tamar, another Canaanite. Yeah? Like putting salt in the ruins of what Shechaniah was doing and suggesting. And by the way, if that's not enough, at the end, the author of Ruth says, this then is a family, the line of Perez. Perez was the father of Herzon, Herzon the father of Ram, Ram the father of Aminadab, Aminadab the father of, read all these names, but verse 21, Salmon, husband of Rahab, the father of Boaz, Boaz the father of Obed, Obed the father of Jesse, and Jesse the father of David. Can you see how the writer of Ruth knew? So he's writing way back. He knew that David was king. He knew, and he's saying, but you're going to send these people away? Rather than try to see how many believe in the Lord? But we take such holy stand, we might be actually excluding ourselves. Talking about journalism. Shechaniah was a journalist, definitely. Look at this journalist here. At that time, some of the Pharisees came to Jesus and said to him, leave this place. Yeah? Go somewhere else. Herod wants to kill you. Is that journalism? Oh yeah, of course. It's loaded. In fact, they want Jesus to believe the way that they want him to perceive the things. Leave, go. Herod wants to kill you. How did they know? Did they have a coffee with Herod just before? Yeah. Did they just hear on the internet that Herod wants to kill him? They were very specific. They knew exactly what Herod was going to do. Look what Jesus says. He replied, go and tell that fox. Go and tell that animal. That's what he's saying. Tell that animal. He is less than a human being. You go and tell him. Foxes kill for the sake of pleasure. You let a fox in your chook pen and the fox will kill all the chicken. Half a chicken is enough to satisfy it. You go and tell that criminal. You go and tell that animal, that killing machine. You go and tell him that he's not going to prepare my agenda. Go and tell that fox, I will keep on driving out demons and healing people today and tomorrow. And on the third day, I will reach my goal. What has that got to do about what happened the last 12 months in this church and about the future? Remember how it started? Because the writer of Hebrews says, let us consider how we can spur one another on towards love and good deeds. Someone motivated us in the last year towards love and good deeds. And you have done that to me. And I want to thank you. You have been very kind to me. You have made an impact on me. I hope that I have made an impact on you. And I hope that we can continue on that. Not giving up meeting together, as some have in the habit of doing it, but encouraging one another. And all the more as you see the day approaching. The question is for 2026, and I'll put it up in a second. Remember that it says, how lovely on the mountains are the feet of him who brings good news. How lovely are those journalists. Oh yeah, we are asked to be journalists. The good news, spreading the good news, encouraging people, that's good journalism. And the question is, what kind of journalist am I going to be in 2026? That's all. So far, 2025, I think was excellent journalism. Let's see if we can make an effort to do the same, or maybe a little bit better, with God's help. In the other hand, we can be also bad journalists, putting people down. Brother Arnold, have you seen what they did? Have you noticed? What are you going to do about it? Isn't that what Shechaniah did? And the people? I have had people come into me in many, many years in ministry, and they would come and say, oh, have you heard about so-and-so, and they're doing that and that, and what are you going to do about it? And I would say, what have you done about it? Come and tell me, inform me. Is that what the Bible tells you? Or it tells you something different in Matthew? I don't know, maybe I misunderstood it. Have you read Matthew? If your brother or if you see, talk to them first. Because maybe you got your story wrong. May the Lord bless His word.
Amen. Thank you.